What's up, y'all? Real good here. It is Somatic Tuesday, and I'm at the park getting ready for somatic therapy. Just had a really nice lunch with a friend, so I'm feeling pretty good. But I was going through stuff earlier yesterday, feeling a bit socially hungover. Had a really rich weekend, so I'm very curious what'll come up for us. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Well, I feel a little unsettled. We were on a roll the whole time. Didn't really wrap it up towards the end. Which feels okay too. I have a lot of trust, I guess, in myself and freedom. I don't have to show up anywhere right now. I get to keep showing up for myself. Showing up for myself seems to mean being with what's coming up for me, the feelings. If we take from the nonviolent communication framework, it was observation, feeling, need, request. Observation, we could generalize to be sort of self-awareness, noticing, recognition. Feelings, this is where we talk a lot about the somatic process of our feelings. This is where UNCOVERY, we learn to verbalize them. I think UNCOVERY is sort of lives as the combination between these two, the observing and the feeling. Some of the concerns that I have for myself at the moment is around needs. How do I understand how to choose and take action now that I feel I have so much space between myself and any sort of reactive programming? How do I choose to move forward in a career or in a relationship? What if I just have the capacity to feel fine? Or to just feel and not act? I'm glad to not be stuck in reactive patterns and programs. I'm glad to have the space. And now I need to install a new program. I still have high hopes for reality and goodness and work. The one that's part of a larger 10-step framework that came to me a year and a half ago. But what is that? What is reality? What is goodness and what is work? For me, reality is leaning into the present, the somatics. But that's only to balance out what seems to be an over-cerebral, over-mentalized world that we live in. Our tendency to think too much. I want to bring it back to the present moment, notice my actual feelings, and then give it some context. Acknowledge the thoughts and the stories. And then, from those feelings, mostly from the feelings, maybe find out what's good. I have curiosities around, desire, want, need. Oh, so I feel fearful of desire, highly skeptical of desire. And need, I have a hard time with. Need feels so black and white. And reality is very gray area. Math, I love math. Math is easy. It's black and white. You get the right answer, you know it's the right answer. You move on. Certainty. So much comfort in certainty. Real life, not so black and white. So what is a need? What does that mean? What's actually a need? Like, I have a need to feel safe. It's like, really? Do you? What does that mean, you have a need to feel safe? What does that mean when I say I need to feel safe? It's not true. What happens if I don't feel safe? I don't feel safe. Maybe the word want is fine. I want to feel safe. And so then we get down to, so that's observation, feeling, need, and then request. And so I can say, I observe that you did not do the dishes tonight after dinner, and I'm feeling a little anxious, and I notice I want to feel cleanliness and space in my kitchen, and so I'm requesting, would you be willing to wash your plate within an hour after using it? As a simple example of observation, feeling, need, request. Yeah, so to make this more personal, for example, I notice how I can tend to leave myself. We could use a hot word and say abandon myself in relationships where I feel high desire and feel like the partner is very high value. And I have concern with that. And I want to be with that concern. I want to have space for that concern and notice, I have concern. When we talk about surrender, I notice that I don't fully trust that I can just surrender. Surrender to what? Surrender into what I want, what I desire. It's like, oh yeah, sure, pass the bowl, let me hit that. I don't trust that we can just surrender into what we want. I need a more sophisticated understanding around surrender. And then to me, it becomes not really surrender. Like it needs we need a different word. I don't want to just surrender like a leaf blowing in the wind. I don't want to just feel like all observation, capacity for feeling, without understanding my needs and making requests or setting boundaries, and not just setting them, but enforcing healthy boundaries. I also need to be able to trust that I can do all of this energetically sustainably. If you're in a chaotic, draining environment, the right answer might be to get out. To be in a place where you can sustain your energy and fulfill your hierarchy of supposed needs. That can be financial sustenance, physical health, mental and emotional health, a little bit of social community. More concepts that came up was social discernment continues to be really important to me. And I noticed I had discernment where, for example, there's a friend that keeps reaching out to me, dear friend, really, really love and appreciate this friend and our connection and our comfort and what we share. But they haven't really been fitting in or even wanting to fit in with groups or to meet me in an emotionally intimate way. And I feel great rightness with the groups that are really conscious and getting emotionally intimate and feeling like non-breaking relationships. Really appreciating the uncovery process. Something else that I noticed that's real for me is I really appreciate the conscious men's group. And I really love what's basically like my women's group. And I have like some kind of like shame around that. Like, oh, you're not allowed to be a guy with a women's group. Okay, maybe. I don't know. But I can also acknowledge that it feels great. I don't feel like I'm stuck caretaking and protecting women from predators, and I feel like they feel safer. And I also notice I don't think it needs to be entirely women's group, but I have started to use terms like yin. There's definitely flavors of masculine, regardless of gender, commonly in males, but also in some women, flavors of yang and aggression that does not fit this other group that I feel great in. This advanced uncovery group where I really feel like we meet each other and we're able to show up so deeply and sweetly. Feel safe, so safe. I love the other side of me. I love the yang. I mean, a lot of my closest friends and parts of myself that I like are the edge pushers. The ones that go out to the ideals, that swing the pendulum out, that want to go find out if there's really a boundary there. I appreciate that in the right container. And I really appreciate the yin church container where we do this advanced uncovery. getting into interpersonal projection, where there's no injection allowed. It's hyper safe. It's extremely safe. And I really, really, really love it. And I'm clear on that. I'm clear on that. Can I embrace that? Yes. And these other places where I feel concern and worry, I feel shoulds, I feel like I don't want to lose something or miss out on something, I can be with that emotion. And maybe I don't need to figure out how to act on it or not. But I can certainly see where my excitement lies. And I can certainly see when it feels meaningful and good and real and full of self-work and healthy interpersonal work. Oh, I'm feeling excited. Feeling good in my chest and my body. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's end on this wonderful note. My gosh. Reality, goodness, and work. Meaningful activities, meaningful relationships, meaningful work, self-work, the uncovery process, the groups and people that we feel right and good with, non-breaking relationships. And really being with and noticing what we're feeling, having observation and capacity to be with our feelings, also understanding our needs, our boundaries. This has been real good. Thanks for hanging on Somatic Tuesday. I'll see y'all again real soon. If you got value out of this, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications when we've got new material here. I'm excited to be going on this journey with y'all. Thanks for tuning in. This is real good. I'll see y'all again soon.